Hi, this is Raphael from roXiva. I'm making this video to show you how to unbox your new roXiva, set it up on a stand, and run your first session. So we're going to start by unboxing, which this sleeve comes right off, and the box opens from the top. Just kind of pull it open, like so. And inside we have a welcome letter, which has some more information. You did receive a letter by email, but this has more information. And a medical questionnaire, which has questions that we ask our clients before they go under the light to facilitate a healthy discussion about whether the light is right for them or not. Now, within the case, there is a carry bag for your roXiva, so when you want to go out, you can take it with you. It unzips, and inside is the lamp, which we will talk about more in a moment. But before we get into the lamp, I want to show you the power supply information. So at the bottom of the box, there's a compartment that has three components, and I'm going to take them out. There is a whip, which goes into the wall. There is the power supply brick, which the whip plugs into. And then there is an extender, which makes the power supply to the lamp longer so that you can go further distances with it. So I'm going to actually remove this boxing material right now, get it out of the way. And taking the lamp out of the case, you'll notice that there is a aluminum plate here with a screw hole in it. This is a standard 35 millimeter camera mount. And this is what we use to attach the screw into to make it go onto the tripod. We call it a swivel mount. So I'm going to step over here for 1 second. I'll be right back. And I'll show you what the swivel mount looks like. Here it is. Okay. The swivel mount is basically to make it convenient to work with the lamp, to position it all around and to have it be a quick release. And the swivel mount also has a 1/4 inch screw mount. Now that can either go on the top of the tripod or it can go on the bottom of the tripod, because this particular tripod has a screw mount on either side. So the lamp can actually sit up here or it can sit down here. In addition to that, you can choose to have a stand mount, which is this one. These stands kind of can go higher, and they can go really high, and they can go boom out into the middle of a room, but they can also go over a chair or a bed. And these also have a 1/4 inch screw mount, and then the lamp will attach there like that. So for the purposes of demonstration, I'm going to use this mount because it'll be at a better angle to show you how the lamp works. So now that the swivel mount is attached to this, I'm going to unscrew this little plate. This is the plate that gets held in between these two brackets. This little plate is what gets attached to the back of the roXiva, and it just screws right in. And I use a coin to tighten it, and I think I have one, so I'll be right back. I'm going to get a coin. Here we have a coin, lucky penny. So I'm just going to tighten that a little bit, make sure that it's level. And as you can see now, the mounting plate is attached to the roXiva. And what we'll do then is very carefully, and you want to be careful while holding it, we're going to position it into the clamp. And then, be real careful, because this is the first time you're handling them. The weights are different. Things are moving around. You want to be sure that you're being safe. So for the first time around, it might be a little iffy, but you just tighten that screw right there, and see, now it's being held by the clamp. All right. And this particular swivel mount has the ability to go all around in different positions and then lock into a position. So this is the way I use it. I lock it into this position, and then I just level it like that. So if this were a table underneath me. I could raise this up to the level that I want it at, and it would be over the table. And it would just be a matter of me making the adjustment to raise it up as high as I want it to be. And this can go quite high. So now that this is done, I'm going to angle this up a little bit, and I'm going to have the camera come in a little closer, and I'm going to show you how the attachments work for the power. So we're going to start with the whip, which is the extender. And this plugs right into the right-hand side of the lamp. And I'm going to loosen this to show you where it is. There's a hole right there. That is for the power. Okay, and we'll just tighten that up again. Okay, now, this is your power supply brick, and this is your wall supply. So we're going to just take that off. We're going to unscrew this little there, and this gets plugged in to the power supply right there. So now I am ready to plug into the wall. But before I do that, I want to make sure that I make the final connection to the lamp. So what I've done is I've connected the extender to the lamp, which gives me a little extra length, then the extender other side to the power supply brick. The whip is plugged into the brick, and now this is going to go into the wall right there. You're going to notice, and I don't know if it's visible on the video, but can you see that that button at the bottom is lit up red? And there's a red light on. So the button at the bottom, if you press it and hold it, will bring the roXiva to life. You'll see that the menu will come alive, and it'll be in the main menu. So the main menu has all of the basics that you need to operate the lamp. We have a sessions menu, which lists out all the sessions. We have a settings menu, which goes through the settings of the lamp. We have a file management menu, which is to delete files, which you really never need to do that, but it's there for convenience. An information menu, which gives you information about the software on the lamp and the version that it is. Power off, and then USB drive. USB drive is to read from the USB. I'll make another video about that later. This is for transferring new files onto the lamp. But just to show you, to power off, you just press the middle button and it will power off. So just to give you a recap on the buttons, you press the bottom button to bring it to life, and then it comes to the menu. You have down and up, which step you through the different choices on the menu. When you reach one that you want, so say for example, scrolling down, scrolling up, we land on sessions. Say we want to select sessions. We'll just press the middle button once quickly, and that means select, and that brings you into the next menu. So up, down, and then select is the middle button. The middle button also does double duty. It is a backwards button. When you want to go backwards, instead of just pressing it quickly, you press and hold it. So for example, now we're in the sessions menu. If we wanted to go back to the previous menu, we just press and hold the center button, and then it brings us back to that menu where we can make any of those other choices, including sessions. So before we run our first session, I'm going to get a set of headphones. I'll be right back. I'm going to show you how to plug the headphones in, and then we'll run the first session, which is the welcome session. Okay, so I have a set of headphones now, and the headphones plug right into the back of the roXiva as well. So I'm going to loosen this just to make the roXiva swivel again. And there is the port right there for the headphones. I'm going to just put these on and go back into the sessions menu. And if I scroll down, you can either look at the sessions by duration, which means you could see them by how long they are. So if I select this, it just shows you the shortest ones first and then lists them all the way down in terms of their length, okay? As you can see, 4 minutes is the shortest. I think the longest one is 70 minutes, 60 or 70 minutes. So we'll go backwards by hitting the middle button and holding it. And we're just going to scroll down. We're still in the sessions menu. We're going to scroll down to this first session. The folders that you see, folder 1, folder 2, folder 3, these are to be filled with favorite sessions that you have. So if you have certain sessions that you really like that you want to put into a folder and have like all of my psychedelic sessions in one folder and all of my relaxation sessions in another folder, you can do that. And that'll be another video as well. Actually, all of the videos I'm talking about also exist on the roXiva website, but I'm trying to create some new ones to fill in with those as well. So again, going back to the first session, which is the first session in the list after folder 3, it's Welcome to roXiva. So as you can see now, it's highlighted in red. I'm going to press the center button and it's going to go into the session menu. Now this is important because within the session menu, you have some choices. You have the ability to play just by pressing the center button. You have the ability to choose how many times the session repeats if you want it to go more than one time. After you play, you can have the lamp turn itself off if you want to go to sleep. Right now it says do nothing, but you can select sleep or power off. The light level comes shipped to you at 40. 40 is a good level. You can adjust it by simply clicking on it, pressing the middle button, and then going up or down to increase the light intensity, which is basically the brightness. But 40 is a good place to start. So we'll go back to the previous menu by hitting the center button and holding it. The audio level is set at 80. Try that. It adjusts the same way. You just select it and then up or down to change it. 85, 90, 75, 70. We'll go back to 80. And then to go backwards, press and hold the middle button. Now, sometimes there's not going to be an audio session attached to a video session, a light session. You can select an audio when there isn't one there. Right now, obviously, it has Welcome to roXiva, which is the session that's paired with that. And the next choice is Add to Favorites. Add to Favorites, if you press that, it'll create the option to put it in one of those 3 folders, and you just select which folder you want to put it in. But for now, we'll just go backwards. Night mode, if you're using the lamp at night before you go to bed, you really want to use night mode because that only uses the warm LEDs and it basically doesn't have blue light to keep you awake. And then we're back to play. So to play the session, we're just going to press the middle button. You're going to notice it's going to start counting down from 9, 8, 7, 6, 5. You'll position yourself under the lamp and you're going to see that the lamp will now start flickering. And I will just twist it so you can see the flickering. It is working. There's sound coming out of the headphones and you've just run your first session.